Young Black Equestrians, the podcast, with your hosts, Aubriana Johnson and Caitlin Gooch. We had to change plans for this episode, but that's okay because we're always prepared.
Right, it's all good.
It's all good. So, this episode, we wanted to talk about some of the new things that have been going on in our lives, not just Young Black Equestrians world, but some of the things that we're doing outside of that. So, fantastic news. Saddle Up and Read is now
A 501c3 nonprofit.
Woo! Yes, finally.
Exciting.
Yes.
So exciting.
And so let's just talk about this process. Talk about that process, because it wasn't as easy as we thought it would be.
Paperwork.
Yeah.
I don't like paperwork. We ended up getting somebody to do the paperwork, but I had to do it with her, because it was cheaper.
Yes. Yes.
But she basically just told me what to fill out for, well, first we had to apply to become a nonprofit. Then we had to apply for a 501c3 status. So after filling out all that paperwork, we had to wait for it to be approved.
Mm-hmm.
And it costs money to do both. So anybody that's thinking about, I don't know, you might have an organization, just know that it costs money.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be denied. I'm glad we were not denied.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I guess it's, it makes sense, but I didn't know you could just be denied. Like, they just say no.
Mm-hmm. And they got your money.
Oh, and they got and they got your money.
Yeah, because they have to process it, and it could take up to 90 days.
Yeah. Well, how long did it take? I feel like it wasn't that long. Like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, maybe 3 weeks at the max.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a part of the paperwork, we had to figure out some code, like what will we be identified as? Because it's not like there's a code for children reading and riding horses.
Yeah.
That does not exist.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we filed under for that code. I think it was literacy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we got the status now.
Yeah.
So
I know. I was talking to a friend of mine and telling her about it, and she was like, "It takes months for some people to be able."
Well, thank you, Lord.
Yes. They saw the vision.
Right. They was like,
they
that's
saw
nice.
The purpose. Yes. They said we need one of those.
Yeah, because I know I do remember, like, one of my friends who had, like, a fully functioning organization, and they were just waiting and waiting and waiting. It was like, after a year, after a year?
Yeah.
Maybe they had to go back and, like, do some stuff.
Yeah, some revisions or something. But, that's awesome. So,
a lot more doors about to open up.
Yes. Did you see this happening so quickly?
No.
I'm telling you, man, like,
No, like, this was literally a thought on a piece of paper last year.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was in the library. Now it's at my job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's talk about that more. Is the program called Read and Feed still? Read and Feed with Saddle Up and Read.
Yeah, Read and Feed with Saddle Up and Read. So backstory. At the Zebulon Boys and Girls Club, which is in North Carolina, they have a program called Read and Feed, and it is an outside organization that's actually called Read and Feed that comes in and they feed the kids every Monday, and they get toys and books. But Read and Feed only operates from September to April. So I'm the education coordinator, so I was just like, okay, from April until
September.
Yeah, September. That's a long time for those kids to go. That's 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those kids to go without that one meal and then without somebody helping them with their literacy skills. So I was like, okay, well, we'll just do what y'all were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, they left all their supplies, so I didn't have to buy anything.
That's nice.
They left their supplies, they left the games, the cards, the sight words, all that good stuff. They left it, so, and the same volunteers are coming out. And we have new volunteers. So we did
awesome.
Mm-hmm. So we did our first one this past Monday, and we had 13 volunteers and 20 kids. I think on our list is actually like 25 kids, but they had left already.
Mm-hmm.
Fed them Subway. They had Subway sandwiches and grapes.
That's awesome. Did someone in particular sponsor this?
This food the money for this food came from the people who donated on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, y'all.
Right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
And the next ones will be sponsored by Zaxby's, Bojangles, Sheets, and McLean's, or is it McLean's?
McLean. It depends on how country you are.
McLean's.
McLean.
And Zebulon.
That's awesome. I wonder what they gonna get. Like, they gonna get, like, country fried steak and
Right.
mashed potatoes. But that's super cool. So if you guys, I guess, what is the best way to contact you for sponsoring meals or volunteering for the Read and Feeds on Mondays?
So the best way to contact is email. The email is saddleupandread@gmail.com. I would give y'all my phone number, but I ain't gonna reply. I ain't got time. Nobody else need my phone number. But the best way is email saddleupandread@gmail.com. And if you want to sponsor, please send what you can. But for that amount of students, it costs from like $50 to maybe $70. I would say $100 max, just for one Monday. Just because there are at least 3 kids that I kind of want to shove into the program because they really need it, even if it's just for this short amount of time. Because without going into too much detail, we just have a few students who are just a little bit behind, and we don't want them to get too far behind, especially with the summer being right here and they're not going to be in school.
Yeah.
And if you want to volunteer, the process for that, send me an email. I will send you the volunteer application that is for the Boys and Girls Club, and it takes 3 days to get back to
3 days is in quotation marks because mine, I don't even know, got lost or something like that. But I showed up anyway. And I was helping the
show
kids.
Up anyway.
As
long as there ain't nothing on you.
Right. As long as you don't have anything on your record, like
please don't
you're
have
not,
no record.
not a pedophile or anything like that.
We don't need none of that.
Don't show up anyway, but
I will fight somebody.
Yes. Yes. So shoot an email to saddleupandread@gmail.com. And then Caitlin will send the volunteer application. And what times, like, even if it's not just for Saddle Up and Read, what are the times for, like, volunteering period for the Boys and Girls Club?
So first I'll say the time for Saddle Up and Read on Mondays is 5 to 6. That's just on Monday. But volunteering with the Boys and Girls Club period, so we have something called Power Hour, and it is from 3:15 until 5 o'clock, and the kids are doing homework. We need a lot of help there because, especially in my room, I work with kindergarten through 3rd grade, and it's literally just me and 2 other volunteers with 50 kids. Don't let that number scare you. The kids are not all there at once, but one bus comes in and then another bus drops some kids off. So it's like kind of divided. And if you can't make that time, then we have programs that go from 5 to 6 and then from 6 to 7. And the programs just depend on what day it is. Like on, what is today? Today is Tuesday. We had Garden Club. We had a club called Eat and Lead. They did something, freeze dance in the gym on Thursdays, because I can't remember what we do on Wednesdays at the moment. But on Thursdays, I do 4-H. at the club. We have a math bowling program. We have like different programs every day. So if you can do Mondays 5 to 6 with Salif and Reed, or any other day 5 to 6 is our different programs, and then 6 to 7. We close at 8, but most of the kids are going by 7:30.
Awesome. Well, that's a lot of different opportunities to
give back to your community.
Yeah, to give back to the community. I mean, I'm excited about although I haven't been in like 3 weeks. I found some seeds today.
Oh.
So
they like growing stuff.
Yeah,
their sprouts they good. The carrots are growing.
Yeah.
I need to put them in the ground, I guess.
Yeah, put them in one of those boxes. So that, or like, so they can plant some tomatoes and stuff like that. They might not be ready till later on in the summer, just because they're from seeds, but it's not a big deal.
At least they're learning.
Yeah. I mean, and true, if anybody wants to donate some plants, they're $1.97 at Walmart, and or any like old tools that you have, trowels or little shovel things or the little claw things, whatever those are called for gardening.
Yeah, I don't know the name of garden tools.
No,
besides a hoe.
Oh my god! Y'all, this is how I know we were meant to be together, because we have the same brain.
Right. Oh my goodness. That is the only garden tool.
Yes. Oh my god. I can't even
Funny.
right now.
But yes, I need y'all to be about that life. Everybody was like, oh, we need to do what Nipsey did, but y'all need to give back. That's what he did.
Right. Like, you don't even have to go very far.
Right.
Like, it's right down the road. If you're in Raleigh, that's like 30 minutes to the Zebulon Boys and Girls Club. It's super quick to get here. I mean, like 2 highways. Like, that's it. I commute every single day, and it's perfectly fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So outside of Read and Feed, what is next for Saddle Up and Read?
Ooh, we are doing Sight Word Bingo at Lake Myra. So first we'll start with kindergarten. I have kindergartners' sight word list, which I just got on Monday. Mm-hmm. It was like mad impromptu. I was like, what are your sight words? Let's do sight word bingo. Mm-hmm. She was like, whatever you want to do, we can do it.
Nice.
So we'll be doing that, starting with she calls them kinders. It's so cute. She's like, you want it for the kinders or the first graders? Like, oh. So we'll be doing that, and I'm really hoping to just expand into different schools, or after school programs that probably just need help with literacy. Because, if y'all are ever bored like I was and just look up the demographics of literacy rates in North Carolina, they are definitely very, very low amongst children of color.
Yeah.
And it's just really sad because, like, when I say low, like, it's not even, African American kids aren't even close to Caucasian. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah.
They are far ahead.
Yeah, and the North Carolina literacy report card, I looked that up, and it hasn't changed. Like, last 10 years. Like, it hasn't changed. So we have this advancement in technology, all this stuff. Like, kids are more grown now than we were. Definitely. And can't read. Like, they can do some Fortnite dances. Bust down Tatiana. But can't spell Tatiana.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Or read it. Or be able to tell that this is Tatiana. So.
And it's just, I don't know, like, it's wild. Because I work, you know, with the kids, and I can see when I'm doing homework or when I'm like, okay, here's a book, read it, and they start reading. I'm like, okay, so how you not know that you read from left to right? Or some of them don't even know, you know, what side, you know, when you get a piece of paper, like a notebook paper,
which side you should be writing on?
Yeah, what side you should be writing on, like the front and the back. All of them write on the back. I'm just like,
yeah,
I didn't even know that was something I ever had to think about.
Right. You
know? So it's stuff like that. And I won't say that it's all, you know, just parents. Because even with my own child, I'm just like, sometimes when she's reading, and if she pronounced something wrong, you know, we'll go over it. But it should be a whole community thing. You know, parents, school, community, I guess, engagement and academic opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that all of us need to pay attention to, because there are adults, you know, even some of our peers probably that we don't even know, probably just barely made it out of high school and probably don't even know how to read.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. So we don't
or the reading level, like you can read as much as a middle schooler, but you grown, you know. That's just that's gonna affect you for your whole life, like business opportunities. Can you read a contract? Can you not only read but comprehend what they talking about with your money? Like, you know,
that's how they get people, because they can't read, so they can put anything. Like, I remember I had to go to court one day for something, and this man was standing like in line and just waiting, and this other man was like, hey, because he had overheard him say that he couldn't read because he didn't know like what he was coming to court for. And he was like, well, I just want you to know that this sign says you got to have your shirt tucked in. So imagine, you know, he would have walked in there. He couldn't read the sign. And if nobody would have told him that, like, who knows what would have happened. But we don't want these kids to grow up to be put in a disadvantage because of their literacy skills.
Yeah.
We got to stop the cycle somehow.
Yep. Completely agree. So hit up Caitlin, saddleupandread@gmail.com to volunteer. Come hang out with us at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes. Somebody come organize my cabinet. Every time I turn around, it's junky.
Yeah. And even if you want to donate like snacks and stuff, not on Mondays, that's definitely something that they will appreciate, because I don't know how many times I've been in there and the kids are like, you got candy, you got change for $1, you got some quarters to get some raggedy snacks out of the vending machine.
Oh gosh, that machine.
And it's just like I just, it might be because I don't have a kid, and my parent, I grew up in Chapel Hill, like that was not something that I experienced, like needing food or people around me. Like if I had food, one, I had enough for myself and enough to share. So nobody was ever really hungry. Like, we weren't looking for snacks. Our after school programs had snacks. So when you are in a community that's less funded, it's just like they need more extra help on the side, you know, from volunteers and people who want to donate. So that would be much appreciated as well.
Yes, it would, because I've been giving them snacks every day after they do, well, just my classroom, K through 3rd, after they do their homework, they can get a snack. And they're definitely tired of eating granola bars. And I have like 50 million granola bars.
Yeah, so if we want to plan, I have a Sam's Club membership, and I know somebody with a Costco membership. If you want to plan a day, we could have like a donation day, shopping day, and we could just meet all of our donors at Sam's or Costco, and we could just go through and pick out some stuff and swipe some cards and have our kids, you know, have some sort of snack, because they're there what, 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock?
Yeah, 3
possibly?
to 8.
Like, they need something to eat.
Yeah, because if you think about it, what's the earliest? The earliest they probably get on the bus, some of them is probably like 7, or there's some might be 8. And then school starts around 9, 8:45, 9 o'clock. Then you got lunch at like 11:45, 12, 1. Then you get on the bus at 3. You get dropped off at the Boys and Girls Club 3:15. Your mama don't pick you up till 8. Some of them 8:30.
Yeah.
So
They hungry.
that's a whole day with possibly just eating one meal
Mm-hmm.
if you rely on schools. Well, 2 meals if you rely on the school to provide meals for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody knows you focus better when you eat.
Yes, a lot better.
Focus and perform better when you have eaten. So
it all ties in together.
yeah, all of it. We didn't really talk much about the horses, but we're hoping to once I'm halfway through the therapy class.
Oh, yay.
And I was looking, and there's like equine assisted activities
Mhm.
that would be considered, or our vision to incorporate the horses would be considered an equine assisted activity.
Uncle's gonna be.
Reading to the horse.
He's gonna know how to read.
Yeah, yeah. Look, if my horse know how to read better than some of y'all, that's gonna be some problem. That's gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be so cute. I can't wait.
Yeah, yeah. I'm super excited.
Did you see that picture I tagged you with the how they put that piece of wood in the back?
Of the minivan?
Yes.
Yes,
It
I
made
saw
a
that.
stall.
It made them
Like-
stalls. Yes,
I was
yes.
like, what?
I just don't even know. Like, Uncle, he got to stand sideways in the Jeep, so ain't no point in doing that. But if
Did you
somebody
make
with a video.
horse trailers for miniatures? Like just a
They do.
single one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's like short. Mhm.
Oh.
Mhm.
Aw.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I saw a one horse trailer, like one regular horse trailer
Mhm.
on 540, and I was like, maybe I can try to find, because who buys a one horse trailer?
Right, like
Who
where are
wants
they
it?
even
Like,
at?
someone should just give me one,
Right.
because what's the purpose?
If you're out there, put this bug
If you
in
have a
somebody's
one-horse
ear.
trailer
We need
that
it.
you don't want, please donate it to Saddle Up and Read 501c3. It can be used as a tax write-off. Isn't that how the rules
Yep.
work? Yeah. So we are in need of a baby horse trailer for the mini horses. Thanks.
Yes.
We're gonna put Saddle Up and Read on the side once we
Yeah,
got our new logo and all that stuff. We're gonna put it on the side. But yeah. So I think that we'll call it for that.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is gonna pop up. So I don't know. Somebody might be like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I'm like, "If you fund it,
Yeah.
we will
Yeah.
come."
We are open to all things that involve funding. We are open to
These horses eat.
yeah, we are open to that.
Like
So,
even if and that's one thing I don't think people understand. Like even if you're not riding the horse, if I'm taking my horse away from eating, it's gonna be hungry
yeah,
because they're used to eating all day.
all day long. All day long. Yep. So, all right. Well, thanks guys for listening to Saddle Up and Read Bite. And that'll be that.